Makes it easier. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of OAF Discussions. I am your host, Kid Swift, the man with the gift, who is here to uplift. And with me, as always, is Mr. Brent.
What up?
Back from his vacation looking tanner than ever.
Whoa.
My brother. My brother.
Got a little sun on me, man. I was
got a little vitamin
whole lot
D, I dig it.
Whole lot of photosynthesis going on, man. It was a good time.
Shayna, of course, is with us.
Hello.
And returning with the full group, returning for the second time in the past couple weeks.
Back to the band.
Mr. Webb. Mr. Webb.
Hey.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? Good to finally see everybody.
Yeah, man.
What up?
A hiatus.
Hiatus.
It's only been, like a year plus.
Yeah.
A year plus.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
just want
Pretty
you to know
much.
all the shout outs we did while you were absent.
Yeah, we tried to shout you out as much as possible.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a delayed Beetlejuice reaction.
Yeah,
That's
right.
that's
You
what
say it so
happened.
many times, you kind of will it into action. It's
Maybe.
funny because we're kind of sitting, for the listener, we're sitting in the same exact spot, last spot that me and Webb recorded before we recorded the 50th episode. So we're kind of like back in the same place, home. So guys, I guess first off, Webb, again, even though we recorded the same thing last week, how have you been? How have things been for everyone at home?
Well, I mean, it's 2016, and I've been gone the whole time, and it's probably for the best.
That works.
I would have to say.
Well,
But yeah, things chill, pretty chill.
Nice.
As I said last episode, I just needed something, or I needed a venue or
Yeah.
some type of medium
Yeah.
to kind of just vent, give insight on things. Yeah, I can't really share my opinion with coworkers
right. Yeah, exactly.
because
Sure.
yeah,
I
you
understand.
already know.
Sometimes
understand.
it's
Yeah, the
better
delays
not
kind
to
of throw
do
me
it.
off a little bit. Let me try to take one
Right.
ear out.
Yeah, like Brent said, sometimes it's better not to share with coworkers, depending on the place of work. I mean, I definitely, felt more comfortable sharing with people at Best Buy than I do now. But I mean, there's a few people that I can share with at the station, but most of the time, it's usually more like-minded people. There was definitely more like-minded people at Best Buy, which makes sense. Same age, same interest, and stuff like that. But yeah, Brent, Webb, what have you guys been up to? Brent, I know you've been on vacation. If you want to take it away first, what's been going on?
Aww.
Oh, hey, yeah, more introductions for me. How you?
Aww. Oh, she's never met? Y'all never
No,
met?
No,
they've never met.
Oh,
No.
we gotta hear this. Come on, let that happen.
That's about it, yeah.
Oh,
It's
damn.
you
Talk
missed
about
it.
Puerto Rico.
Can we cover that? Because that was a special moment.
Well, yeah, okay. So for the listener,
No, I got it.
Okay,
I got it.
all right.
So,
Brent wants it, so go ahead.
for the listeners, we look up, and who do we see? Our one and only Delia. She comes in giving kisses to everybody, except for us, just so everybody knows. Yeah, I said it backwards. I understand. No, don't worry about it. Just roll with it. Roll with it. Don't fight it. And we got to see a beautiful moment. One, Gary shows affection for once, and then two,
Really?
Webb's
Thanks.
first meeting of Delia.
Yeah.
A fist bump,
yeah,
and then
that
they were done. I don't
That
know
was
if they
good. It
were
was
a
a
fist bump.
handshake. It was a gentleman's handshake.
Yeah, gentleman's handshake.
That's how I do.
You got to do
Top
it,
of,
though.
top of the day.
Right, yeah.
Good.
A tip of the hat.
Tip of the hat.
So,
But
Brent, how was the vacation? How was Puerto Rico? How's everybody doing? I'm very, very sad that I missed out on that trip. Definitely. But yeah, how was it, man?
okay, so
Trying
it
to
was
follow every picture.
all right. So it was amazing. I still got pictures that I ain't even put up yet. Just
Very nice.
because those would be like when you see my phone, you can see those. They're not like dirty pictures. They're just
I was expecting the Vegas type of deal.
no. No. But that's a whole nother story. There was no strip clubs in this one. Well, I didn't go to a strip club. Some people
In
did go
Puerto
to a strip
Rico?
club.
Oh, okay. I was about to say in Puerto Rico. I was like, really?
Yeah, they
I
we-
don't believe you.
Right,
we were like 10 minutes away from a strip club, and we were like 5 minutes away from where they did cockfighting. Like
Oh, really?
that was like the Coliseum of cockfighting. Some people were like, "Yo, you need to go check out cockfighting." And I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's a
Like,
primal
what?
side that's like, two animals fighting, and I was like, and this is legal? They was like, yeah, it's legal. I was like, man, I feel like y'all trying to get me jammed up in Puerto Rico. I don't trust this. It sounds real shady. But yeah, apparently we was like that close.
Get out situation.
Yeah, just
Senor, the loser you can eat.
No, God no.
I don't like this. But no, we had 5 days, amazing weather. It was like 80 degrees everywhere, with the breeze always blowing.
You was telling me it didn't rain at all down there, did you?
Nah, I didn't see a speck of rain.
It's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? I had some interesting encounters before, like on the flight going to Puerto Rico and after coming from Puerto Rico. I was going to
ask you how the flights was.
I have to tell you that off air just because they might listen to the episode, and I don't want to put too much business out there. But when we off the air,
yeah. Now, just for logistics, were you guys completely separated? Like planes wise, or were you all on the same plane?
Who?
Like everybody. So like
I was on a plane by
Jacob,
myself.
Kim.
I was on a plane by myself. Everybody flew in at different times. A few people buddied up and came in together. But when I showed up, one more person touched down, and 3 of us got this person who I met going to Puerto Rico, who was coming to Puerto Rico also in Cincinnati, she grabbed a taxi with us back to the crib and Ubered because it was cheaper. So that was interesting. And then she got invited out to dinner. And, nice. Shouts out to her if she ever listens to this episode. Shouts out to Hawaii. We might have a Hawaiian listener now. I got invited to the Martha's Vineyard.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's awesome.
Dead serious. Like,
nice.
I got flight coordinates and everything.
That's awesome. Jeez. Well, that's what's up.
By a
you can't pass that up.
Flight attendant.
By a black flight. Wow. Okay. That works.
that was how mine was. Hiking through. Puerto Rico was hiking through, days on the beach, eating on the beach. I got sick the first night. Was throwing up on the beach. And I didn't even get to go out. I didn't get to go out anytime in Puerto Rico, like out. I threw up on the beach, and they was like, "Yep, you're done. Go ahead and call it a night. You're in for the night."
Was it liquor induced, or was it just food poisoning?
I didn't have any food, so it had to be liquor. But I only had like 2 giant beers, waiting because this white family basically took me and this other girl in. Was like, "Yo, come have drinks with us. The flight's been delayed." And the dude bought us what's the biggest beer glass you can get? 44 ounce?
Glass?
Yeah, it was in a glass.
Like the name for it?
Oh, like the big, like
what size?
I don't know the exact size of it, but they're pretty big.
Like this thing looked
like a big glass.
This thing was a tall. This was a giant boy. This wasn't a tall boy. This was a giant. Like this was fee fi fo fum.
That works. Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that, Shayna?
Why are you looking at me like
that? But yeah, I drank.
You don't know my judgmental look yet?
Yeah, I was like,
that was good though.
It's all shade and judgment. But yeah, I drank 2 of those, and then I didn't eat until I didn't have my first meal till like 10:30. But
that night.
Yeah, because in part that we were on the beach waiting on our food. It took an hour and a half. I was throwing up on the beach, couldn't really eat nothing or drink anything. That was kind of a thing. But walking in the rainforest, we kayaked, went to the bioluminescent bay, where you put your hand in the water or put something in the water and you watch it glow. Yeah, that was pretty dope. And then my partner in the kayak stopped rowing. They got seasick. They got motion sickness or seasick. And I had to kayak all the way back. Like, I have to do all the paddling.
That's bullshit.
I wish you could tell me who you was riding with. Because it's so good because I know everybody. Unless she was with just some random person down there.
Do you remember Pearl? Do you know Pearl?
Is that the...
That's...
white girl?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All right. So, you want me to put this in code or... I got
you.
I got
tell me. You tell me off.
No, I got
you.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. Whatever. Anyway, that's right, great. Sounds like it was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Sounds like it's fun besides the sickness.
Yeah, had a good time. Everybody had fun. We did not get blackout drunk. I woke up that Sunday morning, cooked breakfast for everybody. Well, helped cook breakfast for everybody. Nice. We grilled a few times. It was a good time. I tried 12-year-old scotch, and I got some rum that y'all got to try.
Yeah, I found out that there's a really good rum drink that I want to try, like mixture. It's just rum, spritz of lime, and a teaspoon of sugar, and it's supposed to be like on point. Well, it's supposed to be really good.
Is that like an old fashioned?
What'd you say?
That's not an old fashioned.
I can't remember what's
old fashioned.
No.
That way. Yeah, you know I love it. You know I love old fashions. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's not old fashioned.
That sounds like something else entirely.
Yeah. But yeah, so Shayna, how was your week been? How's it been since we last talked?
My week was long. Work was very boring since I didn't have Mr. Brent to harass me all day. It's very long without his shenanigans. I will say that.
That's good.
But it was chill. Friday night, I tried to act like a 25-year-old and went to a bar crawl, and that was interesting.
Yeah, I remember you telling us about that before when we were. How was it? Was it fun?
Actually, surprisingly, it was a lot of fun. The crowd wasn't nearly as annoying as I thought they would be.
That's good.
And it was 8 bars. I went to all 8 of them. I got my free T-shirt. I got a drink from each one, and still made it home.
Very nice. That was awesome.
I don't drink like that, but it was a good time. So.
Yeah.
Shout out to Barstown Road for that. It wasn't bad at all. But other than that, just been chilling, spending this beautiful day today with the kids, hanging out. So that's been nice.
I dig that, definitely. Yeah.
What about you? What have you been up to?
Nothing much. Last couple of weeks have been pretty busy at work. Not as busy as the Trump week. The Trump week was probably the craziest I've had in the past. Trump / NCAA tournament week. But the last couple of weeks have been pretty crazy. Been traveling a lot. But no, other than that, just been playing the heck out of the Switch, mainly. Been playing the heck out of the Switch, and then I just got Persona yesterday, so I've been starting on that, and it is
We're coming back to that, because I want to hear your thoughts on the Switch, if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can get that in. But yeah, so,
hold up,
guys, what's up?
No, go ahead. My bad. I cut you off. I shouldn't.
No, I was about to go into the next topic, so if there's something on this, go ahead. Good? Okay. I apologize.
Forgive me.
So I guess first off, we'll start here because it's an interesting topic and it's something that happened recently and something that I kind of saw it kind of bubble up from the outside and then had to like dig into it deeper to realize exactly what happened. But if you guys aren't aware, Pepsi released a ad recently that depicts is it Kylie Jenner? Kendall, sorry.
I'm surprised I even knew that much.
Kendall Jenner, sorry. Basically walking through a protest.
Should I get the play-by-play of the commercial?
Yeah, go ahead, please, because I've seen it once, so I haven't watched it more than that.
Well, the funny thing is, I haven't seen it when it actually aired.
Yeah, see, I didn't catch it either when it did. I had what's the name? I didn't see it when it first came out when everybody else.
Yeah, each time I've been seeing it, it's when somebody's had commentary over it or a parody of it and this, that, and the other.
That's good.
But as far as what I recall from it, because like I said, I wasn't studying it and trying to micromanage it and all this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, but what took place was that it showed different minorities, different people of sexual orientation, things of that nature, or religions,
right?
Either doing some kind of hobby and then going to drink their little Pepsi.
Okay.
And then show
that seems normal.
Kendall Jenner. Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing about this commercial is that it comes across like if you don't look too much into it, it's just another corny commercial that they normally do.
Right.
I digress. They're each doing their own little thing. There's a Muslim woman who is a photographer. She was a little frustrated that whatever her most recent project wasn't working.
Yeah.
Then had a little sip of Pepsi and then went on about her day.
Okay. As long as she didn't like suddenly start shooting amazing photos, like it was like Pepsi was some kind of superfood or something.
Well, they probably should have did that.
Just take it all.
Just as much concontroversy. Just as much controversy.
Yeah.
But just ended it there. But no, next was a Asian-looking guy who was dealing with who was playing with a cello.
Okay.
And he was frustrated with his art.
Okay.
And had a Pepsi, went on about his day.
I see a theme. Okay.
And those are the two I remember the most.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you see what looks like some sort of protest, people with signs walking down the street, and they just happen to pass by a photo shoot that Kendall Jenner was
doing whatever.
Just doing whatever Kardashians do.
Shooting pictures.
And she just happened to see what was going on.
Okay.
And all of a sudden she just felt like this sense of purpose. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you beat me by a second.
I know. I'm sorry. I thought I was
this sense of purpose.
I used to get it wrong. So I was just
and then she she took her wig off, walked out, wiped her makeup off.
Okay.
Like that did a whole lot.
Right. Because
I'm sure
she wipes the makeup off, it's still the same. You're like, wait a minute.
Exactly. Exactly. You could tell she had a lot of makeup on. You see the makeup coming off.
Yeah.
But the next shot, it looks like she has makeup on any damn way. Like she just reapplied it or something.
They wiped it, cut, apply her makeup back. All right, go.
And she looked like she was in a completely different outfit from the photo shoot, if I recall.
Like when it switched?
Yeah, like she just transformed into some Pepsi warrior or some shit.
That's weird. Okay, that's...
And then she got to the front of the protest, where a line of police officers are. She had a Pepsi in her hand. She fist bumped some random black dude that was dancing on the street at one point.
Damn it. I was hoping he wasn't black.
Bingo. We're going to hit a bingo at some point.
I was hoping he wasn't black.
She fist bumped him. Yeah. She sit there and I fucked the celloist. And the Muslim woman was out near the front, kind of off to the cut.
Yeah.
And was about to take a photo of what was about to happen.
Okay.
She handed the Pepsi to one of the officers. He took a sip, enjoyed it, and then looked at the officer in this pic that I love using.
Yeah.
Because I want to meme the fuck out of that picture.
Okay.
And it's just like this look he gave him was like, hey, what you gonna do?
Just like, hey.
At his fellow officer.
Okay.
And that was it.
That was it? Okay. Interesting. So, I mean, you can see like what Pepsi looked at that was going around them in the world. And then they were just sort of like taking little bits and pieces from current social events. It was like, we're going to apply these into our commercial, mix it together, throw in a celebrity. Let's get Kendall Jenner regurgitated back out.
You said celebrity, didn't you?
Very good. Very good. I like that. Very good, sir. But
I feel like we missed a step.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, so picked a social, I don't know, person of someone who is well known. Gave him a Pepsi and
for everybody 12 and under.
Oh, yes, true too. But yeah, and just kind of regurgitate that. So I mean, I can see where the anger came from as far as like people being outraged that they're taking these multiple serious issues and kind of like things that are going on in our society and basically being like, no, we can solve it with Pepsi. And I wanted to continue to sound that absurd when you say it like that. And then a lot of people were commenting like, oh, okay, we got like this, like the white savior type situation.
Oh, that trope came back up.
Yeah, and she's saving everybody. She fixed the person's picture and she fixed the guy's cello with her Pepsi and like stuff like that. Like, and then she stopped. Basically, like she's pretty much symbolically stopping any kind of like police brutality or any issues like that by giving one of the cops Pepsi. Like that's kind of the light. They're kind of making light of that whole blanket thing. But I want to get you guys' comments and what you guys think about it, Shayna and Brent.
It's just another commercial. Like, I mean, it was stupid. And again, they are making light of the situation. They're glamorizing protesting like it's just the thing right now.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just if I don't like something, I just look away and forget about it.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's true.
I mean, that's what companies do anyway. I feel like since forever, especially Pepsi, they try to make these polarizing commercials every now and then.
Yeah.
We all know Coke is where it's at anyway, so why do we care?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Coke sticks to, and they usually use animals, which I like. A lot of times they use like animals.
Yeah, they knew. They learned.
Yeah, they knew. Yeah, I'm not mad. No, people are great. I'm gonna stick with animals, and we're gonna animate them. They're not even real animals, so nobody can be like, they're using endangered animals to sell Coca-Cola. That bear is not real, sir. Shut up. So, yeah, it's interesting. And then, like, I guess that is true though, how they kind of like sidestep. And I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in Coca-Cola's building when this commercial came out, to see their comments and what they kind of thought. Yeah,
They fucked up now.
Because that would have been very interesting. You got to think this thing had to. Right, yeah, cheers. They just cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
That,
Coke Zero for
that
everyone.
should be the next Coke commercial. Should be them watching the commercial and then cheers the Coke and sitting down on the table.
Let me check my stock right quick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Then it goes off. But Brent, what did you think?
Hold on. Would you saying that I did see a message somewhere out there that was like Coke needs to fire back with Black Lives Matter? Like, just have that as a commercial, like Black Lives Matter, and then with Coke
Just
on
double
there.
the fuck down.
Yeah,
Right.
double the fuck down. And I was like, yup. You know what? I typically probably wouldn't have been fucking with that, but hey, if they'd have doubled down, hit them with that PS4, how PlayStation did Xbox that one year. Like,
The
just
comparison I was gonna make.
Yeah.
like double
That's
down. They fucked up. I got them. We got them right here. They can't do shit.
They just walked into the stunner.
So
Just walked into the Stone Cold stuff.
So when I finally seen this commercial, I was like, what the fuck did HUD modeling have to do with shit in this commercial? And then, like, why is she modeling like halfway through it and then she took off the makeup?
What does a Kardashian have to do with anything?
I didn't know who she was. Like, I honestly didn't know who she was.
The only thing I can think of, and it's a bad excuse, but they were trying to like find a way. We've got to find a way why Kendall Jenner would be near all of these normal people. And it's only to do pictures with them in the background. That's the only reason. She can't just be hanging
They ruined
out
the shoot.
I
at a
hear no lies.
Starbucks. She can't just be at a
These
Starbucks.
motherfuckers ruined my shoot. Let me go out there. Somebody better have me a Pepsi.
Why my makeup?
Why my
Slap
makeup?
somebody-
Fuck this shit.
Right.
Oh, you
I'm
ain't
gonna
Was
hit
that
that
something.
supposed to be symbolic of rich white America?
Now, here's what I think also, because there's another point. There's obviously the LGBTQ thing. There's the Black Lives Matter. There's the Muslim ban stuff. The other thing is, by her wiping off the makeup, which she kind of did, even though it kind of rewound instantly like a looper, is the whole getting rid of the Photoshop culture. I can see the brain working of the new fucking video production person that's like, ooh, this is how we can work this in.
Humble.
No, it doesn't work. And when you put the makeup back on,
That's a lot of hoops to go through.
well, yeah, but the thing is, you have to think about all the checks and balances this commercial went through, and it's still aired. This doesn't go to like one person, and then like, yeah, it looks
They
good.
had a committee. They had a
Also,
watch party.
Exactly.
I have to add in the devil's advocate.
Mhm.
There's also the whole separation between white feminism and black women and feminism.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a big separation. And the way she just tosses her wig at the black chick, like the only known black woman in
Oh,
there in the
yeah.
first place.
I was like, are we gonna talk about
I
that?
forgot about
I
that.
missed this. Okay.
Are we
I
gonna
don't-
talk
I
about
don't like
that?
the fact
And it was blonde.
Yeah. Fuck
Yes.
that wig.
So she
Yes.
so she fist bumped a black guy, and she threw a wig at another black person.
Yes,
Different
a
time.
black woman at that. She's just
Time,
on
place,
the
place,
side.
but yeah.
Hopefully, it wasn't the same fist bump wig. Like,
Catch
hey,
my
man.
wig. Catch my wig.
Or fist bumps the person that she throws the wig at. That's just messed up.
Yeah. So I
that-
saw a little bit of that
wow.
into like the
Okay.
conversation.
Forgot about
That's
So-
problematic.
One of the things I saw was it was from Kelly Kapoor from The Office. The
Even
time
Rocky
where she was
doesn't
like,
approve.
and it was like when the executive
Mindy's.
was like, yeah, Mindy,
character,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, Mindy Kaling's character. When she was like, there was this one thing from The Office where somebody comes in with like a really ugly outfit, and she turns around and it was like what the executive said. It was like, executive, I've got the idea for the Pepsi commercial. And she was like, oh my God, I love it. And I was like, it's like when you're trying to keep your job,
Oh,
at
yeah.
Pepsi, but trying to criticize the boss's idea. Yeah. Oh my God, I love it. Like, you're going to fuck this up, dude.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, that's the interesting thing I wanted to hear, like, be in Coca-Cola's boardroom when they saw it. And I want to know who got fired, because somebody had to get fired at Pepsi. Like at least one person, even if it was just like an intern.
I mean, if Yahoo, what was it? Yahoo, what was the
Nigga
one?
Navy?
Yeah, nigga Navy.
that's
If that person didn't get fired, this Pepsi thing, they ain't getting fired. But I'm not a Pepsi fan, so I'm a Coke man.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. It really was. The nigga Navy thing on Black Twitter was amazing.
Oh no, not nigga Navy. I forgot all about it. Nigger Navy.
Yeah. What do you like?
Yeah, I was like, you put it.
We're gonna build a bigger Navy.
We're gonna build a bigger.
We're gonna bigger nigger Navy.
Bigger nigger Navy. Wait, what?
He said, "Did you have a stroke? What the hell's wrong with you?
Are we doing this?
You dyslexic? Like, wait a minute."
The USS popped that.
Yeah, the USS. So much good stuff
USS
off that.
dab on him. I was like, whoa, this is pulling up
That was
on him.
so good. Yeah, right. So I mean, it's interesting, and the thing that I mean, it was, and this kind of plays into another thing we was talking about, and we were going to talk about it too. Is like, it was interesting how quick outrage culture, which is another thing, kind of attacked this and just dismantled it almost immediately, to where Pepsi took it down.
Yeah,
almost immediately. I mean, it went down quickly.
Yeah.
I think was it only a day? Maybe
it was like less than a day.
Like half a day. Like by the next morning, it was gone. It was like aired that night, and by the next day, it was like, all right, we gotta get out of here.
But that was on Pepsi.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was way too much backfire. That was way too much heat coming from them. They was going.
Yeah.
Their stocks was about to drop for real.
Right. Now, speaking of outrage culture,
not really though, because people don't know how much shit they own.
Well, right, yeah, it's not just that's true.
Which kind of brings into a little when we get to a little further.
But with outrage culture, it's been interesting because like recently, like one of my favorite shows, podcasts, and like groups, entertainment groups, like online. One of the groups that like kind of initially inspired me to start doing stuff is a group called Kinda Funny. If you know IGN, you probably know these guys because they used to work for IGN. They quit off and then they started their own company, and they've been doing really well. Now, what happened recently, Colin Moriarty, which is one of the guys that's from this show, he has always been a very outspoken, political, right-wing person in a very liberal, almost extremely liberal left-wing industry, the games industry and games media. A lot of games media is very liberal. There are a few people that are outspoken right-wing, but it's very few and far between. Now, with Colin's always been a very outspoken right person, a very unapologetic, outspoken right-wing person within this like very liberal group. And he's caught a lot of backlash from it. Now, what happened was he was like getting to the point where he was thinking about moving on and going more and doing more political-based content. And it was just a matter of getting to that point. And he was going to leave. But what happened was on National Women's Day, he tweeted out a tweet. And all it said was, National Day Without Women. And all he said was, peace and quiet, period. # National Women's Day. And some people like came to him and was like, it's kind of funny. He said he even showed it to his girlfriend, and his girlfriend was like, yeah, it's goofy, you're retarded. And she put it up, and he put it up, and he was like, whatever. Went into work, took like a few hours, it had blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
I forgot the exact, there was multiple posts, but the interesting thing that happened was like everybody who was either liberal that was around him that didn't like him, or everybody who was just in this outrage bubble that was around him just kind of like descended on him and attacked him. And a lot of people, and one of the weirdest things was there was a couple of headlines from online writers, including one at Polygon, that said Colin Moriarty, because then right after that, within the next day, he announced that he was going to leave Kinda Funny, because like including this was part of it, because he wanted to leave anyway, but then he wanted to get out quicker because he didn't want it to injure his friends. Yeah. As far as like their image, he didn't want his basic joke to basically injure what his friends had created and what he had created. Yeah. So he kind of was, I'm out. And then the articles, one of the weirdest articles, there was one that was like, Colin Moriarty leaves Kinda Funny over extremely racist, bigoted tweet. And everybody was like, wait a minute. Wait, you're mixing up. Like, wait, how is that racist? One, and two, it was a joke. It was a bad dad joke, which I can understand, like people getting like kind of like,
I've not even thought about it like that.
Yeah, it was a
bad dad joke.
And his whole thing was
he said, I would know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And his whole thing was, he was like, I knew it would ruffle some feathers. I figured people would be like, either people were like, haha, and then close it, maybe retweet it, or people would be like, grr, and then walk away. Like, he didn't think anybody would get mad. But then
it's the internet, baby.
People, yeah, exactly. That was the thing. And he's always been a kind of like outspoken person against like outrage culture.
Yeah.
And stuff recently, especially like one of the most recent things before this was there was a kind of like a swell of people getting mad over Horizon Zero Dawn because they use a lot of tribal references. They use the word savage a lot to describe people that are like the bad guys in the game. Mm-hmm. And people were getting mad saying that was a cultural appropriation. And he stepped up and supported Horizon's developer, Guerrilla Games, because they came out and they said, like, are you like, we literally have every race represented in the game. This is based on a Viking culture. Mm-hmm. That has this is how their culture plays out. This is how their people are named. This is how their different rankings within their society work. This is what we based it on. We're not apologizing. And then he basically like stepped in and was like, yeah, like you shouldn't apologize because like one, that's somebody trying to like stifle their art on the most like nitpick, trying to find something where there is nothing to be found. And it was very interesting to see how it went from that. And you saw him kind of like just being that person that always was against this outrage culture. And then he does his tweet and then he leaves. And now he's got a huge upswell of support from people. I mean, everybody from Joe Rogan to a lot of like political analyst people and like a lot of people within like that political YouTube organization and kind of like community. And he's doing great. He's by himself now, doing his own thing. He's doing his own show now. He still is good friends, obviously, with the friends that he created this company with. But it's just been interesting to see how this outrage culture, like, descended upon him in particular. But I just want to get you guys' thoughts on, like, is this outrage culture completely a bad thing? Is it something that's going to cannibalize itself and completely, hopefully, go away where people can actually have a conversation again?
We know where you stand. That question.
But what do you guys think, though? Seriously.
Okay, I'll jump in.
Yeah, I know you want to.
So this conversation kind of hits a little bit more at home because when the whole Women's Day or Women's Month thing was going on, and they had that whole Women's Day, that tweet and everything was going on, I had a buddy on Snapchat. And I think he put it up on Facebook. He was like, peace and quiet, finally. He was like, right. But if you're going to celebrate it, be away. Like, go somewhere else. And the way he, like, tailored his message, I didn't quite, like, I understood. Okay, when I first read it, I was like, damn, dog. Like, you go.
Yeah, that word,
the way you worded it, yeah, it seems harsh. And I was like, you just going to be like that towards your wife? Like, but then I was like, I'm pretty sure she's seen this message. And then two, I was like,
probably have to joke with each other.
Yeah. And I was like, if she's cool with it, you know what I'm saying? Why do I need to be bent out of shape for it? And then I was like, okay, let me read. When I read it again, I was like, okay, let me see the context of what he's really trying to say. Cause it wasn't like he was like, oh man, women get out of my face, this and that, finally some peace and quiet. It took us this long to get that much. He was like, he was meaning it more towards like, go like treat yourself, like go enjoy yourself, take care of yourself, have a day like just a day for yourself.
Right.
And he was like, I'm gonna do just do me, whatever, but you focus on yourself today.
Right.
And but that was how he meant it. But when I seen like Facebook and all that, like outrage happened, people were like, oh, you're wrong for this and that. And when I heard like all the outrage coming, I was thinking to myself, I was like, this is a two-headed monster. You have people so tuned in to everything that everybody depicts everything and like dissects everything that it can be both great, where you have people breaking apart Pepsi commercials down to the nitty gritty. Or you can have people breaking down the very words and lettering spacings of of phrases like this or contracts. I can't remember the one company that won their the workers won in court because of a comma. I can't remember. I had the article a long time ago, but it's just like I personally don't think it's going to cannibalize itself. I think that people have to allow like a level of respect to happen. Like you can't internalize everything and want to burn everything down.
Right. Now the other thing too, like what people don't understand as well too. Even though when you write it, even if you're sitting with somebody you know, even if somebody you know, like let's say if I tweet something, Webb understands what I mean, context does not come across that easily on something like Twitter. But what do you think, Shayna?
I feel like people need to check themselves.
For your records.
And just take a second, because again, I feel like they read stuff and they immediately react. I feel like they don't take time to process and find the context. You know, they'll see a headline and it'll say, so-and-so said, fuck bitches, get money. You know, something random. What is the context of them saying that? Some people, you know, just freak out, but there could be a context for that. He doesn't mean literally just fuck all bitches and get all money, you know?
I mean, what else is there to do? All right? All of them. Married one,
that's
single one.
That's a terrible example. I'm drawing a blank right now.
That's
an amazing example.
That's really good. That's really good because, like people, like you said, like people don't look at, they just look at the tweet or the post and they don't look at the person. Like the whole thing about, like, back to Colin in particular, like of him being a racist bigot or whatever because of this Women's Day tweet. Like people attack that, and that is who he is based on that tweet. They don't take into context of who this person is, and then back, like you said, context. But go ahead, Shayna, my bad.
I also think because of the way this world is now, people are taking advantage of that and capitalizing on that. They're doing this shit on purpose to get attention. Yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, let's face it, this fake outrage has been around since time began. Yeah. It's just now, because of social media, it's highly publicized. It gets around rapidly, way faster.
That's what lynch mobs were back in the day. I mean, hello.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's going to go on forever. It's never going to change, unfortunately. Hopefully people can check themselves.
Some people have gotten lynched off tweet or beat up or killed off tweets or messages.
I was very
Yeah. So that's real. Like the lynch mob mentality is still kind of real. Like people have linked up, started fighting or killed people based off messages and basically how that lynch mob ideal kind of like works in social media.
Yeah. Now the other side of this.
But I got another one. No, what's the other side?
Okay. No, you want to go ahead and say that?
I'm about to talk about, let's see if it ties in. I feel like this is kind of like, another example of this is, like sporting, in sports. Okay. We take, the referee that, the fans of a particular NCAA school, put the person's information out and basically was trying to like fuck over his business and all this other stuff because he made possibly questionable calls in the middle of a game.
Yeah. So that's like vengeance.
Yeah.
Like on another level. No, it doesn't exactly tie in, but basically the other kind of like overarching point, and which kind of, like Shayna says, ties into society. And I want to get your opinion on it as well too, Brent. Shit, Webb. Sorry, Brent. I already got yours.
You want it again? I got another opinion. I'm ready.
Just let him work through it. I didn't say anything.
I got another opinion.
I
bet we all look alike.
The big thing. No, he was stupid. The big thing behind it all was what he said and what he felt, because like he went on to Joe Rogan after this and talked to him about it because he invited him on. He went on to the Rubin Report and talked about it, which if you haven't ever watched that show, it's very, very good. He's really good at covering both sides. But he said one of the main reasons, like I talked about at the beginning, is like I won't say very, very because people might take it the wrong way. He's a very right-wing, conservative-minded political person who's very intelligent, knows their politics in an industry, which is the industry that kind of like attacked him or wouldn't help him when he was in this situation, of very liberal people. And is that where the fuse was lit in this situation? And is that part of the mob mentality in general, is what side you're on. Not almost going back to what you said about teams, Brent, but what side you're on when it comes to liberal and conservative, because we're in a country right now that is so divided in those two aspects. Well, what do you think, Webb? I mean, it's a lot.
It's a lot of layers.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of layers.
Absolutely. But that's kind of,
Yeah. As far as outrage culture in general, I've seen several sides of it. Mm-hmm. And it's different spectrums. However, what this makes me think of is that kind of what Shayna said earlier regarding check yourself before you read someone's tweet.
Right.
Sometimes you got to check yourself before you tweet.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance that jokes that are good in your group isn't going to fly in everyone's circle.
Absolutely.
Or everyone's vision.
Yeah.
Like, say, for example, this black guy has white friends that say nigga around them.
Right.
That ain't gonna fly if you say that around other black people.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Or gay guys saying faggot around each other.
Right.
That ain't gonna fly if you see if someone else is saying it in another manner.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So there's a side of paying attention to the audience that you are interacting with, and there's also the sense of getting an understanding of who it is that's saying this, where they're coming from with that.
Right. Exactly.
As far as the actual outrage culture when it comes to companies, let me turn this down a little bit or get this out here. As far as with companies, it comes across kind of toothless. Because as far as you're upset now, you're saying stuff to get retweets or click on this article.
Yeah.
Check out my think piece.
Yeah.
Weeks later, you're probably going right back to doing it.
You're going to buy
or going right back to buying the product or something like that.
That's true.
Because examples, Pepsi, like hell, I'm still drinking it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There was Starbucks controversy regarding the cups. Fucking cups.
Yeah, that cup thing was ridiculous.
The controversy with a boycott Uber.
Yeah,
because of the CEO. Because the CEO did.
It was he supported Trump.
He sent the funding towards the campaign, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was that, and then you had on the other side, on the liberal side, you had Palmer Luckey, who outspokenly, basically, he outspoken against Trump, but then he also got caught, like basically funding an anti-Trump kind of ad campaign thing, which is kind of.
So as far as, like I said, with boycotting things, it doesn't really mean a whole lot if all you're saying it, or if the only way that you're showcasing that is in 140 characters.
Right. Yeah.
As far as like actually building movements and like protesting legitimate footwork.
Yeah.
Then I don't really buy a lot of what's being said.
Yeah. In a lot of cases, it seems like it's a lot harder to quit a company or a brand than it is to quit a person.
Yeah, it's
so
a
like
lot.
People have come to Colin and been like, I'll never listen to your stuff again, whatever. And then other people have came to him saying, you're leaving to go do your own thing. I'm not going to follow you, but I do support you, and I hope you succeed. But then, of course, like you said, if it's something like Pepsi in this commercial,
it's a much bigger.
Yeah, most people are still going to buy. I mean,
because that kind of reminds me of something. Back when I was working at at Xerox, one of the companies we dealt with was medical insurance.
Okay. Yeah.
And as far as prescription specifically, prescription coverage.
Yep.
As far as somebody's coverage, depending on whether they could afford this particular medicine or not.
Right.
A lot of these calls were life and death type situations.
Jeez, yeah.
And having to give bad news to somebody, especially over the phone, like a faceless entity, they're going to take that frustration out on you.
Absolutely.
It's your role.
Yeah.
You have no control whatsoever on how the company operates. You have no control over how the medicine company or big pharma, or however they're going to say it,
right? Yeah.
Is you have no control over how they're going to price their medications and things of that nature.
Right. Yeah.
Martin Shkreli.
Right.
But you are an individual that they see is they put that all on you.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes along with Twitter as well.
Yeah.
It's like you see someone sharing what you view as either racist or sexist or Naziist or something like that.
Yeah.
You see this one person, and what tends to happen is that once that gets retweeted and once that gets to enough accounts and enough names, that they pile that on, as far as like back to that lynch mob mentality.
Right. Exactly.
They come rushing and they sit there, and as far as sometimes that gets a little too far, like punching Nazis is funny.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But as far as, somebody that you disagree with and putting their personal information out there, putting their like where their kids go to school and this type of deal, like that, that much I, ugh.
Yeah. And that's where I think it goes from the outrage.
Safety. Like you're
right.
Really,
exactly.
Like things could happen because of this. Like when you put other people in jeopardy for especially a situation that doesn't require like violence, or you like one person shouldn't have to die just because like you didn't like their tweet and the way they did their job. If you went to a Starbucks and the person didn't make your coffee right and then you tweeted some bad nasty stuff and threw out all their information, you would be like, yo, that's absurd. Like you can't do that. That's messed up. And I think people got to know the lines. Like, even though you're angry, you can't.
It's okay. He's a Nazi.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Like, it's like, well, then at the same time, you still like, one, he's not a real Nazi. Let's get that out of the way, because that can't exist anymore. There's no way. This is not the Weimar Republic. It doesn't work like that. Thank God we're not in a situation where it can come to fruition. That's why I always get mad when people say people who support Trump are fascists and stuff. Yeah, there's fucked up people.
There are neo-Nazis,
but there's not.
There are Nazis still in the world.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, there's not going to be a situation like what happened before. There's no way.
Because KKK is still running around here.
There's no way in hell that will ever happen again. I promise you that. And you know why? Because I know people like you. Like you that are not going to take that shit. Okay. You feel me?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm saying this on a personal note. We not like it won't happen because it politically won't happen, because not only that, it won't happen because we won't let that shit happen. Because there are people in this country that might want it to happen, but there are also a lot of people in this world that will not let it happen.
Oh, so you're saying it won't happen here? Because I'm saying it's happening everywhere. It's just not.
No, absolutely. Here. Yeah, I mean here. I'm very specifically meaning here. I cannot speak for the rest
here
of the world
as in
I know,
the United States.
Yeah. Okay, I mean in the U.S. Yeah, there are plenty of places where this shit has
I see me
gotten
shaking my head. I was like,
yeah.
I just had a rant earlier today about how
I can't speak.
It could be here any day now.
What?
It could.
Go ahead and rant about it.
Bombs dropping here any day now. Like, people take advantage that we've never had a fight on our home court since the fucking Civil War. That was our own fucking fight over slavery. We haven't had, like, no one's brought shit over here besides, like, Twin Towers, like a random thing like that, which still probably wasn't even anybody else. But we'll do that another time.
I see what you did there.
It's so good. Anytime I get into that same situation, you've got to dip your toe in that pool and fucking run for the damn snack bar. Like, it's so funny. No matter how much you believe it, I don't care who you are, you have to dip and go get a popsicle, like, immediately. Get the fuck out of the pool. Run. But it's so good. I love that every time. But yeah, absolutely. That kind of ties it. I mean, this wasn't even something I was going to talk about, but I mean, I was talking to it with one of my reporters early this week. Like, we're going after Syria. It's fine. Whatever. That's fucked up. Everybody needs to calm down. But the thing is, if we end up pissing off somebody like Russia or somebody who has guns as big as us, like, could you imagine some shit coming to our shores?
I'm just saying, there are people that have been sitting on ready, waiting for this moment where U.S. is as divided as it is, and we have a fucking moron running shit. to be like, all right, this is our time. They're ready to hit the go button.
Do you think that was going to happen?
Yeah, well, no, exactly. No, we knew that. Yeah, we knew that was. We kind of predicted this going into it, that something was going to happen, something quick, off the draw thing was going to happen, and somebody was going to get pissed off, and we were going to end up down this road. Even though we haven't went down this road yet, we're standing by the fucking street sign and like looking like, fuck. But it kind of plays in, and it's kind of a good example. It's like a physical manifestation of outrage culture. Everybody on the outside is just waiting for the U.S. to fuck up and trip up so they can just run in.
They've been waiting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like the same thing. Now, on the same thing, a lot of the powers in the world, including us, have been waiting for North Korea to fuck up. We want them to launch something at somebody so bad. We want them, if they fucking breathe across South Korea's line, we will light their ass up so quick it won't even be funny. And we've been wanting to do that for years because we just want an excuse. Like, nobody likes them, so we're like
this hate boner is so strong.
Just throw a rock over there.
Somebody reel this guy in. Reel this guy in. You putting targets on our backs. Like, come on, man. Reel you in. Come on. We'll reel you back in, man. Play StarCraft more.
You're spitting back.
You are. You are.
Hey.
These are not alternative facts. These are real.
Boner like this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah. But no, yeah. I mean, it's. Let's move on to something lighter.
As far as final words on it.
Oh yeah.
Final words on it.
Yeah, please.
What are our final words on what?
Watch what you say.
Went down a rabbit hole. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I apologize.
My bad, Webb. You say it again.
About what others said. Webb said, watch what you say and check how you feel about it, and don't try not to take stuff out of context. As difficult as that may be.
Check what you say and check what other people are saying.
If you don't like what somebody is saying, one, make sure it's whatever it is. Yeah. And then also
try to educate people. Don't just tear people down just to be tearing them down.
Yeah, exactly. If it's something ignorant they said.
I'm willing to learn, but try.
Exactly. So yeah, moving on to something lighter and less crazy.
So what releases came out?
Yeah.
What came out recently?
What album? Who gives a shit?
I want to talk about this Walking Dead. I'm ready for that. But
okay,
what releases came out?
We'll get to that. Yeah. So Joey Badass came out this week. That's the album. Is that the only album
that I cared about?
Yeah,
yes.
I think that's the only one. Yeah. Okay. So anyways,
Kendrick got pushed back.
Okay. Yeah. And this kind of plays into what we've been talking about a little bit.
Outrage culture.
I criminally slept on Joey Badass for years. And the funny thing is, it was kind of a judging a book by its cover, but not even the cover. It was like if somebody told me the name of the book, and I was like, I'm lying. And the funny thing is, as soon as I heard him, I went back and listened to his old stuff, and I was like, Jesus Christ. One, this kid's only 24, and he's releasing this album that he released now, which I think is excellent, front to back. Like, you can listen to it nonstop. It's excellent. But even when you listen to his old stuff when he was 18, the sound that he has, the sound that he had, and from songs from his old songs like 95 to Infinity, he has a very, like I told one of my reporters who's a really big music fan too, I said, this album and like most of his stuff, when you listen to it, could have been released in 1994 and it would have just dominated everything. And I mean that in the highest regard, because it's been known that he hates when people say he sounds like a very New York hip hop artist. He does not like it because he thinks it pigeonholes him. Mm-hmm. But one of the things I've noticed about him too is he's able to do that, make real solid, strong hip hop music, but he can also make amazing songs. Means he's an excellent hook writer, stuff that can easily go on the radio, but at the same time stand out with the message still, which I think a lot of people don't have that ability to do. And he can freestyle too, which I haven't got into that, but I've heard he's really good as far as like just off the cuff as well too. Which is
only freestyle I've ever heard him do was where he went off on Troy Ave.
Yeah, okay, that's the one I've
over
heard.
His comments about one of Joey's friends committing suicide.
Yeah,
if I recall that correctly.
I think that's right. It sounds right. But so the new album is called All American.
What's a song off of there? That's
my favorite one is the second one. You can honestly start with Good Morning America and it plays in the second. That beat, that every time I hear that chord progression.
Keep going, keep talking. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it's perfect. It's not too loud, it's perfect. Y'all can probably hear these damn sirens too, sorry. So the album's called All American Badass.
Yes.
If you haven't yet, you really need to see the visual too. But what is it? What's Live? Is it Live? Is it Live Free? What is it?
Which one?
You know, I'm talking about the one that has the first music video that he released. I can't think of the name right now. Live Free.
I didn't catch the music video.
Land of the Free.
Land of the
Free. That video is very powerful. It's a very good video.
Gunshots.
Very
Police kicking at the door.
I wasn't looking at the Skype.
Yo, I was
right?
like, the police kicking the door? Like, I'm over looking around. Like,
phone.
yo. Hide the shit, everybody. Hide the shit.
I fainted.
Yeah, somebody just fell out.
Well, like,
Here's somebody snoring.
I'll start hearing stuff like,
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, but yeah, that album is really, really good. And I mean, it's one of those that's like front to back good. And it was a really good, like, pleasant surprise thing where, like, this is the first album, like, it all kind of happened at once. Like, it just was over the past few, like, literally, like, probably 3 to 4 weeks that I kind of got into him, and then getting this album and then hearing him and then like, okay. But what do you think about it?
That's let me try that again.
Take two.
This is the first album I've actually heard all the way through from Joey Badass.
Yeah,
there was one I heard a few years back, but I just kept like not getting around to finishing it.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably look at to figure out whichever it was, but yeah, this one was dope. As far as like front to back, it stayed with a consistent theme all throughout. As far as a little political,
Yeah, definitely.
a little conscious,
Yeah.
but at the same time, still just rapping to be rapping. It seemed
Yeah.
like, and
One of my favorite covers I've seen recently. I really like that cover.
yeah, hold on, there was something on here.
That flag is awesome. That bandana flag is really dope. He performed he did it with a live band on
Jimmy Kimmel?
was it Kimmel?
Nah, I don't know.
It was
I'm
either
just messing with
Kimmel,
you.
it was Kimmel or no, it was Colbert. Sorry, it was on
That was
Colbert.
close.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, all you gotta do is say one of them.
I mean,
You
but
Fallon.
there's like what, like 7, 8 of them now?
Yeah, it's up
That's
there.
like, it's like quite a. This is like one of the big times of like late night talk shows again.
And most of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like the WWE, WCW, ECW.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, TNT,
Yeah.
Okay.
Ohio
okay.
Valley
So I
Wrestling.
make sure I was.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Ohio Valley Wrestling. Yeah.
As far as the titling, I kind of like how every now and then he'll sit there and come in with a cliched phrase that has the word America in it and put America with KKK on there.
Yeah.
All American Badass, the title.
Yeah.
American Idol. Good Morning America.
Yeah.
And I thought it was American Woman off of like that old song, but no, it's actually Miss America.
Miss America, yeah. And the skits are really good in there. Like the
Very
interlude
short
stuff.
They don't take. They're not like. They don't take a lot of time and just kind of going like, why do you even put it on there? Back in the day when skits were just they had a whole
skits or Snoop
Yeah, yeah.
Dogg skits.
Yeah.
Whole 4 minutes on a skit.
Your mom and daddy don't get along.
Shut up.
Remember, shut up. Yeah. Well, he's Abu. Your mom and daddy don't get along. Abu, get out of here. And then fucking like
Rob
king
Quarters.
shit. Yeah, king shit. Yeah.
Oh wow.
The old ass rapper.
Yeah. So good, man.
Well, he wasn't the only one to do it. Hell, De La Soul used to go a little overboard with their skits.
Yeah, they had some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But no, excellent album. If you guys get a chance to listen to it,
I'll check it out later on
it's
today.
it's definitely one of those.
I've heard a single Joey Badass song, so I'm gonna check it out.
Go back and listen to 95 Till Infinity. Very good song. God, it's so good. It just sound like his songs are those like one of the things that like popped out to me too, and I always like listen for this whenever I'm listening to hip hop artists, is like Common a lot of times in a lot of his songs, but a lot of his stuff like they sound like I always say like they sound like summer nights or they sound like summer afternoons, like stuff like that. Like that People song sounds like something you would listen to like on your way or from a barbecue. Like 95 Till sounds like something you'd be listening to on like a July night. after cooking out and shooting off fireworks and shit. Like, it's good stuff like that. It's stuff that has like a very nice chord progression, which gives it like a nice like soul to the sound. And he's actually talking about something. Like that's the other really good thing. Like he's actually talking about something, and he's really just getting started because, like I said, he's only 24 and he's been doing it since he was 18. So he's really good. I'm looking forward to more stuff from him, and I'm glad, kind of playing into this too, that Kendrick's album didn't come out this week, because it kind of has let me just like listen to this album multiple times every time I'm in the car and kind of like focus on this one.
I was definitely would have.
Yeah. What with what?
I would have overlooked Joey's.
I would have. Yeah, I would have. Well, I ain't listened to Joey's yet.
It was the same day release.
Yeah.
I would have overlooked Joey completely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought Brent was saying that he listened to Joey's. You were saying you were disappointed that he delayed.
Yeah. I was disappointed on the delay because
which
it's supposed to drop the 7th, right?
Yeah, he kind of trolled us because he never said it was going to release the 7th. He said,
I got till April 7th to get your shit.
Yeah, he said you got April 7th, so that was when he was going to announce it, like, basically. So I was like, wait a minute, that means I got another week. Like, hold on. But yeah, I was a little disappointed, but I'm
checking,
fine.
I was checking Tidal all day. I was like, Tidal, come on, where's it at? Now, let me ask you something. Before we get to this get down.
Yeah.
What the hell is Beyonce? What is these exclusive? Is Beyonce dropping new songs or something I don't know about? I ain't never heard before.
Lately, it's been so interesting with her album releases. I have I can't keep up with.
One is called Forever Ever, and another one's called Die With You. What are those?
Those are.
Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second.
Playlists.
Okay, all right. 1 second. I finished. Just so you know, I'm sorry I had to break in because I have to give Shayna props real quick. I've listened to that Sampha album about 15 times over the past week, and I watched his short film too. That man is ridiculous. His voice is insane.
What?
Sampha's new album. Remember we listened to it? Remember we listened to one song off it during the last episode? That short film the short film for one is beautiful.
Shoot me a link.
It's shot in I think they shot it all in Africa because that's where he's from.
Shoot me the link. I'll put it in the podcast group.
I got you. And
just put it in the podcast group.
Yeah, I got you. And that album, man, his voice is stupid.
Yes.
Like so Angels, ridiculous.
How Angels had us.
And then I just keep listening to you. I just keep listening to that album, and then I go back and listen to Too Much by Drake. Because just to hear his voice on it, just to hear that part, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. But no, it's excellent. I just want to give you props to Shayna for that one because
Glad
that
you
was
like it. Glad you like
man,
it.
it's really good. But yeah, no, what were you saying, Brent, about the Kendrick thing? Have we talked since the single came out?
No.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Both of them.
What's the second one?
Humble.
Well, the second one was technically Humble.
The heart is not something.
Something the heart was kind of like I'm
part 4.
Thing. Yeah, part 4. Yeah, exactly.
That one was okay.
Yeah, okay. Now Humble is the single, is the actual single.
So we covering both of them. Heart 4. That was the one that had the different changes, right? The beat kept changing. He kept changing up styles, switching up styles. My first listen to it, I was like, I'm not sure how I'm feeling this. Then a couple beats dropped, and then I started getting kind of like, what's going on here? I was like, yo, I like the creativity. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
What was everybody else's thoughts on that? Real quick.
It feels like a lyricist warming up.
Okay.
Like if you in the gym and you see somebody warming up before they work out.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me.
All right.
It feels like it was like him, like all right, let me get back. Let me stretch a little bit, and then he drops Humble, and it's like, Jesus, man, you can't fucking bench press 550 already.
It's all supersets.
Right? Yeah.
Have y'all listened to Humble, everybody?
1,000 times. Oh my God, 1,000 times. I've watched that video 30 times. Like that video's stupid. The video's so good.
It's crazy, yeah.
It's so good.
Hold on.
Like the one thing, the thing that I was talking about with a buddy of mine. What? No, go ahead. Hold on.
Somebody jump in because Gary's gonna take us out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Because I'm gonna take us out. He's gonna go in.
I'm gonna get super in depth filmic about it. So go ahead, please.
Shayna, what was your thoughts? You can't. You're muted.
You're muted.
You gotta come back. Just thought I'd help out there. I can read lips, but I was like, I'm not translating for you.
Every time, just be like, the mute button. No, but I have not listened to it yet.
Please listen to it as soon as you get a chance.
You haven't listened to it?
Watch the video. Watch the video.
Hold up. Just mute it. Just mute the phone real quick. I mean, mute the thing and then hit watch the.
I'm gonna let Gary talk about the cinematography as I'm watching.
Yeah, there you go. Just mute it and then listen to it, and you'll see. Well,
it ain't like there's a plot to it. You get spoilers. Yeah.
Spoilers. Yo, I liked it. The beat though.
Yeah, the beats. The beat's so simple, so nasty. It's so good.
It made me do that when I was driving around. I was like, ugh,
yeah.
God.
I think it drops in so like, especially with the way it begins with the nobody pray for me, that part, and then it just drops. Yeah, boom. Then you're like, wait a minute. I remember syrup sandwiches. Like, wait a minute, hold on. But like the thing that I love about the way they did the video is the imagery is completely insane. First off, but the thing that I love that they did too, that I don't know if it was the director's idea or if it was Kendrick's idea, but if you notice the imagery, what's happening in the scenes is something you have to look at and be like, what the fuck is going on in the scene?
Yeah,
but Kendrick's demeanor is very dry.
Doesn't change.
In every delivery, he's just kind of like, he could have been bouncing around like he wasn't like, all right. Yeah. But he's not. He's just like standing still, like look at all this shit around me. I'm gonna give you the lyrics, but I need you to pay attention to the dudes with rope heads. My hair's on fire. I'm the Pope. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm on King Kai's planet.
Yeah, I was like, yo, are we doing this?
I'm hitting golf balls off the top of the when he hit that, my left stroke just went viral. He hit that fucking. That was so good.
So when I seen
the camera motion though.
Which
on
the one where he
under
was
the bridge?
Yeah, when he's under the bridge.
Oh yeah, that was bananas.
Dude, that's beautiful, man. That's excellent. Like editing and shooting.
My favorite visual is the one where it looks like he's on King Kai's planet.
Yeah.
And he's in a circle. Yeah.
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 And then
that was dope.
Okay, now we can also kind of go into this too. I don't know if Shane is actually watching the video right now.
No, she's going ahead.
She's watching. That's exactly what I was about to bring up.
Fake outrage.
Because this goes back in the outrage thing. Did you guys see people getting mad at that part of the video?
Because it was real ass? Because it had stretch marks?
Well, basically because he said, I want to.
I'm sick and tired of bitches
with
I'm sick and tired. Or can we please put a stop to the Photoshop?
Can we please put a stop to the Photoshop? I want some girl with some stretch marks.
I'm cool with that.
Like, and people were getting mad. Like, I don't understand how you, how you get mad at that?
Well, some people voice it as like, well, we appreciate you praising women with natural bodies and this, that, and the other. But you didn't have to put down the people with the fake ones. That's the main complaint that I've been getting.
I guess I could see.
And at the same time, it's like,
from people. But yeah, at the same time, I'm like,
these aren't real. Or it's like, well, a lot of people, this isn't a real.
Yeah.
These aren't real people. These are just standards. These are standards of beauty.
Yeah.
That are set.
Yeah.
And.
Right.
Yeah.
Using Photoshop. Makeup, lighting, editing tricks, etc., etc.
Yeah.
To reach that.
Can we just be honest? All of these girls look like a Build-A-Bae.
Right, exactly.
Have the same look.
That's
same hair, same eyebrows, same makeup, everything.
That might be the title.
I was gonna say this could be the episode title.
Build-A-Bae. That's. Now here's what I want to get your opinion too.
Might be.
Since you've seen it, Shayna too. Do you know, or do you have an idea of who all the other? Because there's clearly multiple rappers represented in the video. Clearly, between the Lord's Supper shot, there's all those people in that Lord's Supper shot, and then the person in the back of the car, and then the girl. I feel like all represent other people within the industry, because I think the guy in the Grey Poupon part in the back of the car clearly was supposed to look like 2 Chainz. I think the girl is supposed to be like a Nicki Minaj Black China knockoff. Mm-hmm. And I think the funny thing, when you look at the Lord's Supper part, the guy like 2 people over looks like J. Cole. There's a guy that looks like Big Sean, like about 3 or 4 people to the right.
Oh, you really studied this one.
Yeah. Look, I told you he's about to go in. I seen it, man.
Now the one that
the black skinheads with Kanye. I see what you're saying.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. Yep. Now, the other thing but the one that throws me off is the guy directly next to him in the Lord's Supper part looks like Trinidad James, but I don't see any reason why he would have Trinidad James.
Oh, man. Trinidad James went in. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but the thing is,
man.
You're
still a JJ Icefish fan. What are you talking about? Trinidad James is on point.
Yeah.
I was about to join in, but then I saw both of y'all doing it. I was like,
Shady just be looking like
next party I'm at, I'm doing the JJ Icefish dance, and I dare somebody to say something.
Right, but here's the thing: like going into this, we know like kind of preemptively that like we think at least that a lot of this is directed at Big Sean, so we know that representation.
Well, the heart for it was like there was comments. It's like, oh, was it for Big Sean or was it the Drake? Which one was it?
Right, exactly. Which I don't care either way, but because
it's more like it's good competition.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, I would rather it be like that, which I like that. That's like old school where it's like, look, I'm going to come out and come for everybody. We might still be cool. We might not really have any really real problems.
Go back.
But just I'm still the best. Like, just understand that I will still take out all of y'all if I have to. But yeah, no, I love it. I can't wait for the album. I'm interested to see, like, is this the theme? Is this the... Because we kind of like from the Pimp a Butterfly, there's obviously a clear, like, theme throughout that, like, was very thought-provoking and soulful and, God, I don't know.
Conscious.
Conscious. Like, is this going back to kind of like, oh, fuck that. I'm about to just eat y'all dudes up. Like, I'm about to just tear y'all to
pieces. His albums have each had a theme that I don't really think they really coincide as far as with each other.
No.
They've all been kind of separate things. Yeah. And Section 80, I didn't realize was a actual album. So I feel bad that I sit there and downloaded it without actually buying it. So yeah, there was a theme there as far as different things, different vices that kind of hold the city, or not hold the city, but hold the hood back.
Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City specifically tell the story of one person to Pimp a Butterfly, kind of shows his growth as a person and how he views himself, how he views the hood around him, how he views the world around him. The first
single was I.
Yeah.
So it had that was a clear kickoff of the theme. And like you said, Section 80 is very different than Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City is very different than Pimp a Butterfly, and I think this is going to be very different. We still don't have a title, right? Correct. I'm right on that, right? We still don't have a title to this one.
I haven't heard anything.
Call it being.
I hope the cover is that picture from Humble. I really hope it's just him in the Pope outfit is the cover.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one where he's just sitting there with his head on fire.
That would be good too. I like that because that's symbolic as shit.
Or the one with him and the bald heads.
Yeah, him and the bald heads is good too. I like that.
Or the one with him where he's in front of the window in the white sweatsuit with all the little laser dots on him.
Oh yeah.
That
shows you how good that freaking cinematographer is that he uses, because every single shot in that video could be an album cover.
And it's memorable.
Yeah, exactly.
And like,
even him on top of the car, hitting the car, that would be amazing. Like, it's a fucking great album cover. But yeah, I'm glad everybody likes it. I can't wait.
Hold on now, you don't speak for everybody. No,
I don't know, right?
He does it all the time.
Shit was trash. Well, I know. I didn't mean to speak.
I'm messing with you.
But yeah, we'll see what happens when it actually comes out. I'm glad. I was kind of disappointed, but I am, after like taking the day to listen to Joey Badass, I'm glad I kind of got that week to just listen to that without having to worry about listening to Kendrick as well too. But yeah, so I'll let you guys take it away on this because I am woefully ignorant on this subject matter.
So you about to leave?
No.
Yeah, I was like, he did just get up. I was like, we can still talk about Erykah
He's like, my show's over. Bye.
No, you guys are definitely more well versed on Walking Dead than I am.
You want to jump in this real quick?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, who are you asking?
Y'all too, because Gary doesn't know nothing about
talked about it yet, Mr. Brent.
I read the reviews. I know what happened.
Gary doesn't. He doesn't count.
I know.
What was your thoughts on the last? You just want to do the last episode or the last two episodes? Real
Predictable.
quick. Predictable. That was your feelings on the last episode. Yours, Webb.
Yeah, because you knew as far as Negan bringing in the ratings before they plummeted throughout the season, that they were going to have him around for a while. I didn't think anything was going to happen to him at this point in time, no matter how many close calls, whether it be walkers or the protagonist or a damn tiger.
Shouts out to the tiger. Shiva.
Shiva. Shout out to Shiva.
Shiva. Welcome back. Finally
Yeah,
put in
my
some
wife
That
work.
was a fun scene, watching everyone's reaction. That was funny.
Oh, it's a tiger.
Yeah, it was pretty much, yeah, that was kind of our reaction too, because it just kind of just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, things are looking bleak. Okay, there's going to be somebody just out of nowhere that's going to sit there and do and shoot someone.
Yeah.
And then save the day.
A tiger.
No, it was a damn tiger that saved the day. Just out of nowhere.
Eating face and all. Like,
was gnawing on his face.
That's great.
And then
nom, 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 nom,
humans
nom, nom.
arrived to save the day.
I like that. It's great.
But as far as my thoughts on the season finale, yay, another 90-minute episode.
Look, I just have one thing to get on my soapbox about again.
All right.
Michonne is not this fucking weak. She did fisticuffs with the governor. How could she
Lame
get
of the
her
week.
ass beat in this way by this fucking woman?
can I
I don't
say this?
understand.
Shouts out to the Wrap Up Podcast. I want this lame of the week to be Michonne. Lame of the season could be Michonne.
Lame of the season, because
Lame
she
of the
was
season,
completely
maybe
weak
Michonne.
just because she's getting digged down. It don't make sense.
Webb, if you ever want to listen to a podcast, they do recaps of Walking Dead. The Wrap Up Podcast, they do Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, and Power, and some other stuff. But their Walking Dead is hilarious. They do a lame of the week. Huh?
Nice. He said Power Rangers.
No one. Everyone knows better to do that.
When it was shown.
Yo, I'm talking
I agree
about.
there.
They let
She was
her.
my favorite from a distance.
All right, since you just threw it out there, so I wasn't impressed by the episode. I was actually thrown the hell off by all the cutouts or the flashbacks to Sasha and Abraham, because like if you come into that episode and you just see a random flashback, you're like, what the hell is going on? But it was kind of like, it took me, I think the first time I didn't like it. The second time I was like, oh, she's basically dying, and this is her like life flashing before her eyes. Yeah. And she's basically like, these are her last thoughts and memories and stuff like that. And it was kind of messed up that she had told Abraham. Hold up, spoilers. That she had told Abraham that she had a vision that or dream that he was gonna die. Now I don't know about anybody else, but I've had a person come up to me and tell me they had a dream that I died.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like around them the next day, like the next morning, like I heard from them. They told me me and another person died. And I was the person like that actually got killed, and somebody was like holding me in their, in their arms as I like bled out and died.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
So you just followed him around the next day?
No,
I'm still here?
No, because it was weird because this lady was like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." I was like, speaks freely. What's going on? She's like, no, this ain't the time. But like, I need to talk to you. She kept like telling me. Then finally, she was like, come here. I just need to talk to you too. And then she laid it all out and was like, told me this vivid dream that she had the night before. And this was when I was in Trinidad. And she was like, John Woo style, like you out here shooting in the alley, guns blazing, this and that, and you was trying to protect the other person. And it was like, but then you kept, like, you was getting people, then you got, you started taking them. And then it was like, you kept shooting it out. And apparently the other person, like popped up as I was, like, bleeding out. Like, I felt like I was, like, bleeding out in the gutter or something. But, like, I was, like, bleeding out. And, apparently there was, like, real tears. And she was crying. And I had never heard somebody tell me that I died in their dreams. And that was kind of crazy.
Weird.
It was very
That almost sounded like the Soldier Boy challenge. For a second there.
Right?
Yeah.
And you sitting going around saying, ba 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 ba. I thought you was trying to go that route for a second there.
But y'all fools for that.
Oh my god.
But back to the episode. Shouts out to the tiger. I'm mad that everybody. I knew something stupid was about to happen because I was talking to Shane. I was like, "Who was the people that basically gave him information?" And I never came up with. I was like the
dumpster people.
Yeah, the dumpster people, the trash pail kids.
The garbage pail kids.
Yeah, the garbage pail kids.
Whatever their names are.
But I knew it was a setup because all of them stood behind our group. I was like, "Ain't no way." A whole nother crew.
That's how
with
much you
guns.
connected.
Yeah, I was
like you stood behind our group.
Yeah, I was like, that's not happening. I was like, everybody, we're not teaming up. We're not teaming up. Like, you're not on the front lines too. Only my group is on the front lines. Y'all just gonna back us up? Nah, bruh. Cannon fodder, you are. Nah, that's not happening.
Shenanigans on your whole
I knew that
outfit.
was gonna happen. When she kicks Rick off, she shoots him in the side and is like, down. She talks to him like he's a puppy. He's like, down, boy, down. And then shoots him in the side and then kicks him off. Shouts out to Carl for being the smartest and quickest person to the gun. He saw one moment, and with his wrong eye, he's still shooting out of his wrong eye. He was like, pow, 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 guns blazing.
It ain't like he got a right eye anymore.
I love those pictures, though. Those pictures of the governor and Carl just aiming down the sights with the wrong. Like,
yeah, I was like, he's that good of aim. It's muscle memory.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He just needs to put it up to the section. He doesn't really need to look at the scope.
He does like, what's the name when he shot that 3 and he turned around and was like that and it worked out. Oh damn! Wait a minute! Let's shoot. He runs off. Let me ask you something as an outsider. How long was the governor around? Like, because I saw a lot of people like, okay, because it was interesting because I thought he was around for that long, but it seemed the way
2 seasons, wasn't it?
Was it 2?
It might have been 2. I felt like the thing lasted 3 seasons for some reason, but
that's what I felt. Even me
it was
not
the
watching.
Pacing of that. I think it was 2
3
seasons.
Years.
Yeah, it
was 2 seasons.
2 seasons, but the pacing of it was like horrendous.
Too slow. The funny thing was, like, I saw a couple people tweet like saying like, I wish Negan was like the governor. He just like showed up, did his thing, and then he just left. And I was like, wasn't he there multiple seasons? I was like, don't you need to give him at least one more before you kick Negan out?
I actually like, character-wise, the governor more than Negan.
Definitely.
Well, he's more ruthless in the book, isn't he?
Well,
God.
Oh yeah,
they're both.
Yeah.
As far as the comics go.
Really? Okay.
Probably, yeah. They're both fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have the governor trying to rape Michonne.
No,
he
not that
did.
bad.
Yeah, he did rape Michonne, and then she got
several times.
She got it her get back, which was crazy.
Oof.
That was a hard read.
That was rough. Yo,
I couldn't read that picture. It was so hard.
I got a good analogy for you for the get back of Michonne. Think of the Punisher, and then it was like pulling out all the tools, like a stapler, a rusty spoon, a blowtorch, nails, barbed wire. You know, just keep pulling out shit.
Right.
And then like she used every one of them.
Ooh.
Like,
damn,
she scooped out an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
with a spoon.
With the rusty spoon.
So that's how he lost his eye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Can't see.
Oh, and Rick was supposed to have lost his arm back when he first met the governor.
In the comics, Rick loses his arm the first meeting of meeting the governor.
No, they thought out by Disney.
Okay. Right.
Like, done. So when Rick has his arm still, it keeps pissing me off. But I understand for the show
and
purposes.
They keep teasing that he's gonna lose it.
That thing should have been infected.
They keep showing somebody with a knife and they drop it. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna take your hands.
Well, they made it look like
cut off his hand.
They made it look like Negan was gonna do it most recent that I remember.
But I was like, how's he gonna take his whole arm off with a barbed wire bat?
Now I was he would have to smash it to bits.
No, it doesn't go off. It would just be smashed. Like, it's not like it's gonna turn.
I'm saying, but then they would have to like amputate it. Like Michonne would have to cut it off. I can see them doing that. Like Negan smashes it up and they're like, Michonne, you gotta cut off my arm. Carl,
just walking around, just
you should get out, Carl. You got one zombie arm. No. Now this is something separate, but I didn't know if you guys kept up with it because I've been trying to keep. I need to actually read them, but I haven't kept up with it. Did you see where they're gonna make Invincible?
Yes.
I've heard a little bit about it.
Yes, the writers, his comic
Kevin.
book. It's supposed to be crazy violent. But Seth Rogen and I forgot his buddy. God, there's the partner that he's done multiple.
It's the
Judd Apatow.
No, it's not. It's not Apatow. It's another guy.
I like how we have all these computers and things.
Ed something, yeah. Anyways, they're gonna make they partner with Universal and they're gonna make the movie. So clearly, it's probably going to have to be R-rated and multiple. But if anybody's going to do something like that, I would have to trust like Rogan and them more than anybody.
Oh, and the kind of Preacher.
It's going to have to be R-rated. It's going to have to be multiple movies. They can't do that. What's the name? Shit. They can't do
Watchmen.
That, they can't do that Watchmen shit because
So
it's way too source material.
the comic is by Robert Kirkman, and the artist is going to be Corey Walker. For the comic.
Yeah, that's the artist. That's the artist for the
Yeah. So all in all, The Walking Dead had a few good moments. It dropped the ball quite a bit.
Okay.
I would say the pacing was, I don't know. The pacing could have been better in a lot of ways.
And if you follow into the comics, it doesn't even need to be dragged out like this.
Right. But
well,
they're getting paid.
Yeah.
They're getting paid.
Now, moving forward, as you guys, I'm kind of just playing moderator here. Moving forward, is there ever, because, I mean, from the outside looking at it, it seemed very like a big, iconic, pretty powerful moment. Is there going to be anything else down the road? Because they've already said they're not stopping.
Yes.
Is there going to be any other these Negan? These Negan start-off episode moments. Is there any?
All right. So here's my foreshadowing. They're going to use this jail cell that they've made. Somebody's going to get put in it.
Okay.
Probably whoever our baddest person is at the time. They may do a bait and switch depending on if they bring in another bigger villain, possibly talking zombies, aka whispers. And there will be a war. I was like, there will be a war between our group and the Saviors, which is Negan's group. There will be some kind of battle because we just had the first round of basically all the United Fronts came together and helped out like one battle.
Yeah.
And now you have Negan reeling, which means everybody's going to link up, celebrate, combine forces and make an attack. So hopefully our tiger lives. Hopefully Daryl dies. And Rosita catches a bullet.
Why do you want Daryl to die?
I've completely forgot about her this entire episode.
Completely forgotten. Oh, no. She gets lame also because she was talking all this shit. And then she made the Ugg face for like 10 minutes in the show. And then she's shooting and then gets shot. It has to get drug off. And I was like,
true.
What good are you?
And like on the Death Wish that she was on for the past couple of episodes and practically ready to go on a suicide mission.
Now she
because of her, someone else ended up having to commit suicide. In a sense.
Oh, that's stupid.
I did like that choice, though. I thought that was pretty cool. But I don't know.
It was a lot like Holly in the comics.
Yeah, it really was. But I didn't expect them to have her pop out on Negan. But I also didn't. I was hoping Eugene got blown up. I'm not even gonna lie. I was hoping.
Me too.
I was like, they're gonna hit the button.
I was like, that's gonna be an interesting twist.
Turn around. I'm expecting him to turn around. As far as on the TV,
is Eugene the one that's played by the guy that plays
he has
Trevor?
A mullet. No.
Josh McDermott.
Who's Trevor play?
Trevor plays Trevor.
Negan's right hand man, Simon.
Okay.
I saw he was in this episode. He was in this episode.
Yeah, which was cool to see them together for like the first time.
They're never on screen together.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
So that's when you knew shit was going down because they were in the same place. That's why I was like, oh, this is gonna be so bad.
We didn't come to play around. Somebody's shit's getting fucked up.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, that was more or less the
whole.
Sounds
good.
The whole episode. Fuck Rosita. Daryl needs to catch a bullet, and Rosita needs to catch a bullet.
Clapping for Carol because she's back.
Daryl turned heel.
What are your thoughts on Daryl? As far
Me and Ware were just trying to figure out why do you hate Daryl so much?
I was trying to connect the dots.
Because he killed Glenn. Are you still hurting because of that?
No, I'm not hurt about that anymore. I let that go the next day. But it is his fault. That was his fault.
Well, I guess Daryl's probably the most expendable person in the show because he doesn't exist in the comics, right?
No.
You would think
that, but
he's like... love him.
Yes. See, that's my thing. They created this hero for this specific demographic. I was like, there's no way they're going to kill him.
Everybody loves Daryl.
Yeah, there's no way. They accidentally created a hero character.
You think they're going to kill Jesus?
I like him because he does look like white Jesus.
White Jesus.
White Jesus. Yeah.
He looks like white Jesus.
You think they're going to kill Jesus? They made Jesus gay on the show.
That's interesting and symbolic, I guess.
Wait, when?
He's gay in the comic.
Oh yeah. Hold up.
Okay, never mind. All right.
When?
Well, never mind. You took all the damn power out of it.
He's gay in the comic.
When?
He's always had a boyfriend in the comic. Because he has that whole fight about him. Are you sure you're gonna go? Don't go to the woods.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm mad you did the.
I like that impression. That was good.
And that outrage culture again.
Now, I haven't listened to anything, so I don't know what. I wonder what Robert Kirkman thinks of Daryl, because you kind of inserted this character into his story, but then he becomes like one of the most popular characters.
As long as he's paid, I don't.
I mean, I guess he wouldn't give. I mean, he's an artist, so I would think.
I mean,
he's an artist. You think he has to have some opinion?
And he would have objected at some point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Money wise,
he like,
they
all right,
shouldn't
we need to
kill Daryl. They really shouldn't.
They gotta keep the housewives happy somehow.
Yeah, they should.
Right.
They could probably kill Rick before they kill Daryl.
That's crazy.
That's probably true. Which I'm hoping they do the old man Rick. I want to see Rick broken and beaten
again.
Further.
Like old man Logan.
No, that's when all their ratings drop.
They haven't already.
All the episodes where he's broken old man Rick is their ratings suck because it's so slow. Rick looks like a pansy, and everybody's like, I want the old Rick back. That's basically shoots first, asks questions later. And I was like, I want the Rick with no hands.
Sociopath.
Yeah, I want the sociopath
you get the
Rick.
other wild card that's in the comics, which are you that far yet?
But, which one? I'm on Compendium 3. I finished Compendium 3. Do you have them?
Oh, I'm like, I'm completely present. It's like I have to go buy the comics that have just released yesterday.
Do you have any?
Nice.
I have them all.
Can I get like 5 of them?
Yes.
All
right. Very nice.
Well, y'all want to cover anything else or check out? What do you want?
I mean, yeah, we could check out. We could save it because we've.
I gotta go make potato salad.
We're done. Okay. Shayna's smoking. We're done.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't care about your potato salad.
Well, guys,
just mad you're not getting any.
Guys, thank you everybody for joining us. Everybody listening, we appreciate it.
Hold
on.
Thanks, meeting you.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. Good to see
absolutely. You. Yeah,
we might get Jacob one day.
From now on. Yeah, we'll get Jacob back on there one day.
We probably
get a fifth little window.
Yeah,
probably a little circle.
I know, a little
right
tiny window in the middle. But yeah, we appreciate it, guys. Thanks for listening. You can always go to the Facebook group, join that, have conversations. We post stuff there that you guys can comment on and let us know. It's facebook.com/group/OAF Discussions. OAF Discussions at gmail.com is where you can drop us a line, let us know. We're overhauling stuff, so just be on the lookout for that. I am at K and Kid Swift. Web is at what is it?
At Web859.
I was going to spell it out.
www.twitter.com/Web859.
Brent is at LLCoolB22.
Shouts out to Erykah Badu and the Comic concert last night. Yeah, that shit was amazing. And Comic and Erykah Badu did perform together. And Comic brought out Anthony Hamilton and performed with him. And Bilal was at.
Aw. And Shayna is at Shayna MB. We might be going to Comic Con this year. The Comic Con in San Diego. Me and Delia are talking about going out there. So
I thought you were saying like.
When is that?
All of us.
I thought you were saying like OAF was going.
Right?
Oh, we can. Hell yeah, we can.
I've been seriously considering getting into cosplay. I've been thinking about it.
I thought about it too, but I thought about, I don't know why, but I thought about doing a bunch of characters, doing a bunch of female characters male, basically changing them. Because I want to do Tracer. I want to be a fat black Tracer.
Oh my goodness. That is like the scariest image ever. Oh my goodness!
But guys, thank you.
There's a porn for that, I'm sure.
For this podcast, this is OAF Discussions. I am
just created his own lane.
Thoroughbred Web.
LL. We out.
Peace, guys. Later.
All right, later.